Welcome back everyone. Today I have another video and today we're playing Red Purple Kid. I really wanted to play it because we did get a new card that really I thought like synergized with the deck a lot, which was Monkey D Dragon. Really the top end of the deck kind of wanted. One of the top ends that you really wanted on this deck, because now you're able to in the turn that you play this guy, you can attack 9/9. So basically you're taking 2 damage out of the opponent and being really aggressive and leaving the opponent at a really low flight total so you can go for game. So really important card for the deck, of course. Now I did take out some of the aggressiveness of the deck and I think I should probably play it back, put it back, mainly the Zoro. I think I want just threats that are rush heavy, and I think that's what I was missing out of this deck. I want to be aggressive and then close the games with like something like Dragon would be the best option. I wanted to try out Kid because you can search it out of this one and it kind of makes sense to play Kid. He wasn't a bad threat, but I think playing something like Zoro would be better, or not as many Kids, probably like a one-off Kid and a couple of Zoros, just to keep the tempo going, keep being aggressive and trying to get there in the end. Bonclay was okay. I don't know if it's exactly what the deck needs. He wants to be really aggressive, and Bonclay is good for one turn, but I don't know. I mean, ramping into Dragon is decent when you're going first, if you can do that. So I mean, there's options. It just gives you another option for the deck. That's why I keep it in the deck. I like Punk Rotten because he can pump the killers, and he searchable a lot of killer, of course, so he's another target. And I'm playing Sanji. I mean, usually you're not gonna proc it, but it's a blocker that if you get it off, it's gonna be really good. Sanji, of course, you have to play because you have to take your own life sometimes, but if you're able to just like do Sanji into like Zoro, would be probably just better, and then you can be really aggressive from there on. So I think that's why I'm saying that I kind of like miss on not having Sanji or Zoro to just be really aggressive early on, and you can just bank on the back of those 2 cards. Basically you have more killers at that point. Like 3 Zoros would be good. But the deck, honestly, the only card that he got new was Monkey D Dragon. And don't get me wrong, the card is very good, but I don't know if it's good enough for the format. There's a lot of 2/4/1s on black, which is going to be your most difficult matchup. Rob Lucy and all the black sets that have 5 life are going to be difficult because they have 1 more life and they're removing your cards every turn. They have blockers, they have a bunch of ways to get through your cards. Even if you do have rush, it's still going to be really difficult. So that's the one deck that I think is going to impede Kid from being like the best that it can be. But still, I wanted to try it out with Dragon, and I wanted to update it for this format. So yeah, let's go see some gameplay. And a huge thanks to Car Market for sponsoring this video. Okay, we're gonna play against Don Flamingo. We're going second. They don't have turn 1 Perona, which is important, of course. They're gonna be more risky. I thought he was gonna attack me for 7. I guess he's gonna fix the top of the deck first. That makes sense. And that's why I didn't play Sanji. I don't think I need to be that aggressive because he's gonna hit me for 7 twice, probably. That was my thinking. So yeah, I was just gonna take it a little bit slower. I'm gonna play Bonclay, or I could play the 3-drop. Since he's gonna attack me with I'm gonna play a 6-drop or something. I want to be able to attack him next turn if he does decide to attack me, and he decides to not use the leader ability, so he can play these cards on top and I don't get to attack him. That's okay. It's not bad for him. I am definitely going to attack with both my cards here, because I mean it's 7/7 and he's gonna have to give me some cards, and then the advantage that he was gonna get last turn, he didn't get it anyway. Attacking for 6 is a little bit of a low number, but he's probably, if he's gonna do the 7-drop a spell that removes 2 of my guys, he should have done it last turn. I mean immediately. Yeah, he let me block with my guy for free. I don't know why. But this is where Dragon does come into play. I get to attack for 9 here. See what my opponent does. Attack for 7. 7 is good enough for me to not have to use the leader ability. So that way I have enough done for next turn. And yeah, I mean, at the moment, I do see myself in a little bit of an advantageous position. Though my opponent does have a blocker and does have a couple of cards, I do have rushers that may be able to get me there. Attacking for 7. I'm gonna take that one. I do want to go to 2. And then attacks for 8. Annoying. But I'll go to 1. That's another dragon. I kind of do want to play the dragon here. But I also could play the 7-drop kid. It's an option. Neither option is terrible for me, but yeah, I'm going to attack for big numbers here. Attack for 9 and attack for 9. And then I have to defend this turn, which should be fairly easy. If he goes like for all-in attack here. I also have a queen as a blocker just in case, but let's see what happens here. Attacks for 7, that's easy enough to block. And this one attacks for another 7. I do want to keep myself at 1 life at least. Boa is annoying for sure. I could play the queen and... yeah, I do have to play the queen. There's no way I don't play the queen. And then, yeah, play something like the kid is kind of like what I need. So this is fine. I do want to play 2 blockers here. Attack for 7 and just let him go. 2 blockers can get removed, and if he does remove them, I still have enough to out-combo out of either Boa or the leader. Okay, so it's gonna come to a close race here. He didn't play anything for free here. I don't know if my opponent did fix the top of the deck. I don't know if that was their plan or not, but I do have to combo out of this. That's a good one, but only if I have a blocker. But this should be enough to win, I think. I attack here. He combos out of this one. And then I have 7/7. Should be enough to win. And then here I just attack with my leader. So yeah, the rushers do come really clutch at the end of the game here. 13 should be enough. Yeah. I don't think my opponent did anything. Because he did try to play around me attacking his creatures, but... I don't know. I think you do have to go to a really long game with Flamingo to be able to win. Okay. We're going to play against Bonnie. I do think Bonnie is going to be a really bad matchup. I think Dragon does just generally get very well countered against Bonnie. So that's not going to help. Because they also have an A-drop. The A-drop is going to be really difficult to defeat. It's just going to be a really difficult game to overcome, I think. And he's not attacking me either, so I'm not getting those cards. It's going to be hard to awaken. I probably should have taken a life with Sanji last turn. I don't know why I didn't. Because that way I can be like... I can start using my leader ability at that point, right? But I didn't, so... that was a lack of oversight in my end, I think. Another Sanji. I mean, it could be useful. Take the life. This is a really bad hand, honestly, at the moment. I'll attack for 5. See what it does. It's definitely gonna just block the Sanji. Yeah, it's gonna tap the Sanji. And he should block and combo out of this one, honestly. Because then I offer my 4K here for no reason. Definitely a couple of not ideal plays here, honestly. But he does have to attack me next turn, so we'll see what happens. Dragon at least is going to be a good card next turn. And then let's see if he attacks one of my guys. He is. But he oh no, he didn't tap out completely because he does have an untap. This sucks, but it'll be what it be. Let's hope that these dragons are good enough to win the game. Attacking for 8. See if he wants to defend this one. And then I have a 7 again that we can attack. I don't know if Bonnie or the blocker. Probably the blocker, honestly. If he does defend this guy. Which I would probably, yeah. It's actually not a bad idea to defend him. But I do have to attack that blocker because, I mean, he's the one that is generating the most presence here. Now we're having down to 3 cards in hand. If there was ever a chance that we can win this one, maybe it is like we get to outvalue him. However, he does have a couple of attackers here. He's getting more bunnies, so definitely not the best case scenario to be here. But as soon as an 8-drop hits the field, it's gonna be bad for us. I have to let this one go because I mean he's just gonna attack with everything into it, or he's just gonna pressure it for free. He gets to freeze my guy, and then starts to attack me. That's bad for me, but I guess the only option that I have is to play a second dragon here. Whoa! Oh, I can always. Yeah, I can always attack for 8 and then play dragon. So that plays around the leader ability at least. See if he defends. He will defend that one, and he will defend this one, I assume. But he does have, if he defends this one, yeah, if he does defend that one, he does have enough attackers to maybe even go for game. Or even try to do it right now. It wouldn't be a bad option for him to just try to go for game or put me at least to 1 or 0. So that way, every time he taps one of my blockers, it's gonna be really bad for me. Yeah, playing the 8-drop here is correct. Well, this is a really difficult spot to be on, to be honest. I could play Bonclay, I guess, but it's not even that good. Not attacking here, it's gonna be... I mean, it's just really difficult at the moment. But I need to set up a better board here coming into this 8-drop kid. So I can maybe try to go for game in one go, and then he has to defend everything else. So it just gets harder and harder for the minute, but I mean... And then he does the right thing by attacking this one here. Maybe I should block and combo, but I guess I'm gonna do it here. But he has me outclassed with this 8-drop kid. Like, even if I destroy the kid, he's gonna put me to 1. And then I don't see how I come back here. If I were him, I'd just attack for 8 on everything on here. Yeah, just put me to 1. Not even attack the kid. The kid doesn't matter because you can top it with the leader. I would have just attacked the leader here. That would have been the better option. And well, I guess I go 10 into this guy. He's gonna tap the other one. But he has too much of a board here for me to be able to defeat it. And if he decides to block here, just still have to get through that guy. Or he has enough counter here. Not really something that I can get through. Hopefully he doesn't have another 2k here. We're just gonna block it. So we're gonna be able to get rid of the board a little bit here. Although this one doesn't really deal with anything, but it deals with this too, I guess. But we're still in a really bad position unless if he decides to attempt to go for game. Maybe he doesn't succeed, but it forces me to go for game. And how am I gonna do that? It's not gonna be easy. I was hoping that, yeah, he's going for 5 here, and I kind of have to take it here. This was well played for my opponent, to be honest. And then here, I mean, playing these guys don't matter, but I guess he's searching for 2k counters. He gets a Cavendish, so it's a 1-for-1, and it tells me how much he has. But I need a rusher here. I guess I have a blocker. It's not the worst. See if he combos out of this one. I mean, honestly, comboing out of this one would be bad for me. So hopefully he lets it die. Okay, he did let it die, and then I'm gonna attack. And then I have a blocker. He could tap it with like a Hody Jones maybe, but this is like the best chance that I have to win this game. If, depending on how many blockers he has, I need a rusher too. But I mean, I have no other option, right? This is a problem, of course. He didn't attack, however. If I find another blocker here, it should be a good for me. So we might still have a chance with this killer if he's able to find me another blocker. I should have attacked with Bone Clay first here. I think I just wanna like let him have like a 5-5-5 here. It's fine. I don't know why I didn't play attack with Bone Clay, but this is not good enough. I needed a blocker either way. His hand would not have dealt with a blocker, and I think I do have enough attackers for that to win. Although he was gonna draw the 10-drop Flamingo, so that card alone I think would have been able to stop me. It would have been able to lock 2 guys, and I have 3 attacks per game. I have to have I have to attack for the right numbers, but he does have 9k worth of combo, so I wouldn't need to have drawn a rusher at that point, and I didn't have it, so I don't think I would have won either way, because that Flamingo 10-drop is good enough to win, I think. Okay, and we're gonna play against Rob Lushi. Definitely want to go second in this matchup, but we're gonna have to go first here. Our hand is not terrible, but the problem here is that he can have a Brook and really break us here. Another maybe decent opening was like to have to play this Sanji, but Sanji does die to so many things also. He didn't have enough to make a removal play here, so that's good, I guess. And we get to find this guy. Definitely not the best thing that I'm not being aggressive, but my hand does not have the aggressive tools at the moment, so I'm gonna have to play for a longer game, hoping that it doesn't have removal for everything. Though that being said, any 8-drop is gonna be a really bad problem for me. I do get a free ramp here, which is good. I guess I can play a dragon next turn, and that would be good for me, like really good. And I'm taking this damage. I probably shouldn't have taken this damage, but I'm gonna start attacking next turn either way, regardless. So it's fine to take that damage there. Double dragon definitely is the way to make this happen, I guess. If there is a way to make this happen, it's double dragon for sure. So that's one of the better draws here, and then hopefully he doesn't have enough like to remove dragon and the 3-drop. That would be too much. And then us taking that damage last turn kind of paid off if he's going to attack or 3-drop here to try to remove it. So now we have enough cards to defend our cards here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But definitely not the worst spot to be on, depending if he can remove like these guys or everything. He does not seem to be able to, like, the only way that he could have removed that one would be if he has a Sabo exactly. He'll be able to remove both of our guys, and at that point, I mean, there's not much that I can do at that point, right? But I'll defend this one, of course. I want to keep the blockers because it's going to be a turn where a double blocker would probably be enough, so definitely gonna combo 2Ks here instead of the blockers. And he has Sabo now, which is cool. I mean, that means he didn't remove anything this turn, and that's really good for us. Yeah, another dragon. And then we're definitely going to remove this guy here. I don't think he's gonna block, but he probably will block the 3-drop, maybe. Attack for 7, block 2k, and then force me to attack it, and then take a damage. He goes to 2. That probably could be good enough, depending if he's able to remove my guys or not. But yeah, I mean, this is not looking terrible, at least. We'll see what happens though. Okay. What's the best play that he can do? Probably another, like, a Sabo that can kill both my guys. But that still leaves me with one guy, and then attack me, leave me at 1. Maybe it's good enough. He can also do like some Rob Lushi play with Rebecca. Could also be like really, actually that would be like the best thing they can do, probably. Like some eruption on this leader. I forgot the name. The Tempest Kick into Rebecca, into bring the guy that brings something back from grave, and then you have some multiple plays over there. Definitely not gonna let this die though. Sucks to combo a 2k counter, but I think I have to, because if he's attacking it means that he doesn't have the removal for it. If he's attacking my leader, it would be much better here. So keeping as many cards as possible here, it's extremely important. And then we'll see what happens. Okay, some Tempest Kick into Gecko Moria, Rebecca, this guy, Rob Lushi. Okay, yeah, that's like the best play that you can do. That is the one thing that this leader gets to do, which is extremely annoying and brutal for me here right now, because he will be able to remove 2 guys. I don't know if he had the option to remove something else, but I mean, this is where the extra card would be really good, so can attack with the 1-drop. But I at least get to attack for big numbers here. Attack for 8 and attack for 9, and hopefully he doesn't have enough removal for all of this, and that would be enough. He does have the combo there, so I have to try to not combo with the cards that I have on board, so I can attack his leader and then trying to go for game. But let's see what he has. Definitely another one of those plays where he goes Tempest into Helmepo, into Rebecca, into Gecko Moria. Will probably just end the game for him. So hopefully he doesn't have that play again. But that's why Gecko Moria should be banned. Honestly, that card is way too good. It only just keeps getting better as the pans goes. But maybe we'll get a value at some point, I guess. Once Blackbeard comes out, I guess it's not gonna be as good, but we'll see. Attacks for a basic number. I have to combo because I don't want to block. Because if I block, then he attacks my guys, and then it becomes easier for him to... Oh, I blocked. I'm a dumbass. I should have just comboed on that one. Because now he can attack my queen and then maybe remove 2 guys. And then I have no options to actually go for game. Well, now I can... Oh, I didn't defend that? Alright, I'm trolling here. I should have defended that one. Although I don't think I had enough. But I do have a lot of 2k counters, so maybe it's enough somehow, some way. But not defending that queen or blocking with that queen definitely cost me the game, because he was able to attack it. And then he attacks for 9 again, puts me to 0. And then, yeah, what am I gonna do, right? He can just attack for 5 and then attack for the rest of the leader. It didn't really matter. I don't know if I could have won that one. Let's see if we can see the hand. And he would have had a 2k, a 1k, and a 1k, and he gets a 1k out of life. I would have a queen and the leader. He would have been at 2 life. That's the issue. No, he would not have been at 2 life. No, yeah, he would have been at 2 life. So if I attack like... No, only if I drew like the event would I have been able to do something here. But at least, I don't know if I could have done something there, honestly. I think it was doomed to begin with. 2 of the A drops, regardless, like Sabo and the Gecko Moria, is just back-breaking, honestly. Okay, now we're playing against Gecko Moria. This matchup, it might be okay. I mean, they don't have Eruption anymore, which is, I mean, it really is a plus here. And we don't have a bad hand per se, so we'll see what happens here. Now, if he's able to remove this guy and then my 5-drop, I will be in a bit of trouble, not gonna lie. But hopefully he doesn't. and I'll be able to manage this. Let's see. He does have the Absalon for my Sanji, which is kind of bad, but okay. I mean, I guess I will still be able to attack for a big number here. That gets me like opportunities for maybe him not having a removal for Kid, because he doesn't have cards in trash, and maybe he doesn't have an answer for this guy here in turn 6. Although he's not the most difficult one to have an answer for, because if you have a Hina or a cost reduction card like well, not that one, but there's multiple cost reduction cards that you can play, and then have another Absalom. But then at that point he has to have 2 Absaloms, right? Not the best thing, but it does seem like he's gonna have another Absalom here. That's bad for me, of course, but well, if I draw a dragon here, it won't be that bad. Definitely not the ideal start here, and he got another Absalom, so I think it's gonna be bad. I took it because I wanted to get a rusher. We did not get a rush guy, so I'm gonna play 2 Bonclays and start attacking for big numbers at the leader, and then hope that the rushers start at the top of our deck and that we can outpace this leader here. Now playing that discarding at random is kind of annoying. I would have discarded the maybe the Pawn Gibson still good if I find the 1-drop. Like if I can find a 1-drop so I can play multiple guys, but come on, that was just the perfect hand for my opponent. Not rushers either, so we are really getting beaten down here, and I don't know if I can stop the bleeding for 2 more turns, but we'll see what we can do. I definitely have to combo here because he's gonna attack me 3 times this and next turn. Dragon, I mean, that card is good. I guess I have to combo with this one, but I don't have much combo power. That's the issue. That random discard on my dragon actually came back to get us. And I'm just gonna, I have no option but to go for it. Like try to just put him to 0 and force him to go for game, hoping that the last 2 cards of my life are good enough to win. Maybe I should have kept the 2 up just in case there were 2 radical beans in my life. But I did want to go like 9-10 or whatever. And then here I'm just asking my opponent, do you have a blocker or do you want to go for game? Up to you. If he didn't hit randomly the 2k instead, he would have hit something else. I think I have a chance. Like my life has to be perfect here to win, but I mean, my opponent's star was way too good, so something has to give here, right? If that was a radical beam, maybe I had a chance. Nah, not really. I need another, like a radical beam and something else. But I'm signalizing a radical beam, so he's gonna have to attack for a big number here. So if I had a radical beam and a 2k, then maybe I would have been able to win this one. But I didn't, of course. My opponent's hand wasn't something too special, but I mean, it was good enough to win here. That was what the best that I could have done, honestly. Not much that you can do there. It is what it is. Okay, let's play against Law. We're going second. I could play the Sanji, and I think I am going to, because if he starts to use the leader ability next turn, that's fine. And if I'm able to at least keep 1 creature on board, this is a 7k attacker, then I'm gonna be able to contest his board, and that's gonna be important, of course, because he's gonna remove everything that I play, most unlikely. And I do have to take the first 2 damage, so my leader is active. So there's a lot of problems with the what's gonna happen right now, but we're gonna try, of course. He does play this guy, and instead of playing killer, I think I'm gonna play the 1-drop and the 3-drop. Attacking here is useless, honestly. Or I could attack and try to put the pressure on. That could also be okay. But I'm gonna go for the in-between play here. I'm just gonna play with these two. I could have attack for 7 and 5. I just don't think that's correct. I think that's correct next turn if I just attack with everything. But if he removes like my heat and he starts removing my cards, that could be a really bad issue for me. Now he does have oh, he removed the Sanji anyway. That's fine. He does have an answer for my 7 drop here, my killer here, which is bad, but that's fine. Attack for 8. He's not gonna combo, and I'm gonna keep my guy on the back. Of course, he has a lot of cards in hand, so he's really advantageous right now, and he will be able to remove my my kid. So we'll see what happens here. At least next turn, I probably play a dragon. We'll see. My opponent made a mistake here, or he's gonna... Oh, yeah. They thought they could remove my guy, but they need to be a 2 or less life for that card to work. So my opponent did make a mistake here. And definitely we're gonna try to punish that. The best that we can, of course. See if he attacks with everything else. So I can attack it. He doesn't. There's a lot of cards not counter power in my hand, so that could be an issue. So that's why I'm gonna play this guy here. Probably attack with leader first. Not give it a counter, because if I do either way, he's gonna defend it with the blockers. He didn't defend that one. That's cool for me. And then I am a 6k leader, so I mean that's a decent position to be on, I think. He doesn't have that many Dawn to work with, so that is an advantage to me, I guess. Attack for 7, that I don't have to defend, that's fine. Attack for 6, I will block. And then let's see if he attacks for 6 on this one. He doesn't, so my leader is not active. So I can attack with dragon now, I guess. Attack for 7 here, and if he taps the... Oh, I guess I could have... It doesn't matter, because whatever I attack with my leader, he could have defended with the... his blocker, so it didn't really matter. And I do really want to get rid of this blocker, so... Okay, so this is fine. I put him to 2. I am in a really decent spot at the moment. He's at 2 life. I have 2 big attackers, so yeah, definitely the card that he used to remove, try to remove one of my guys, did backfire that turn, and is really gonna put him behind here, because he doesn't... I don't know if he has a way to remove these 2 guys. They're too big, and he won't be able to easily attack me because I'm a 6k leader. So I guess he's trying to set up some damage here. Attacking for 7. I'll take it because I have a lot of combo now, like for big numbers. So if he wants to go for a big attack, I do have the means to stop that. And well, we'll see what happens next turn. I think I'm probably just gonna play 2 of the killers. That's 7k. That's pretty good for me. So I do have a lot of big numbers coming up right now. And if he blocks with any of these guys, I am going to be able to attack for a big number here. Attack for 7. Attack for 8. Give my leader a 1k. Okay, and then attack for a big number here. See if my opponent blocks. He can block both, but that's fine. He doesn't have any counters in hand. He could have blocked with the 3 cost and combo 1 and then block the leader. I mean, block the dragon. His turn, he has... Okay, well, he will have 1 good attacker on the blocker and maybe a 2nd good attacker on the killer. Or he can go for 5-5-5. It doesn't matter if he goes 5-5-5 because, I mean, I have numbers for big numbers, so it doesn't really matter. whatever card I get out of life, I can combo with. So I think I was gonna get out of that damage either way. He would only have 3 good attackers, maybe, if he plays the killer, but then he doesn't have, I don't know. He doesn't have that many good attackers at that point, right? I think I was good. I was good. I don't think I would have lost this game. All right, we're gonna go against Bonnie. We're going first again. That's not great, but we're gonna play the Sanji and we're gonna take a life because we don't want to get starved. We learn from that mistake, I guess. Take, we go to 2, which is perfect. So now we can start attacking. And he can tap my guy, but at least he won't be able to tap my leader. I mean my blocker. And then if he's gonna attack my Sanji, he will have to go through the blockers. So that's fine. I think this is good enough for me. He attacks for 10k. I just let it die, that's fine, I guess. And just play this guy. Don't have to use the leader, but maybe I will. I mean, might as well just use my leader ability at that point, because I don't care if he attacks me. And then, yeah, I mean, it's an AK. I don't think I need anything here. Put an attack to a big number, but I will defend it this time. And then I have a queen to refill my hand a little bit. Actually, I also have the Sanji to refill my hand. And I have the leader here. Yeah, I guess this is fine. He taps my guy, and then I put him to 2, hopefully. And then I played this guy. So this is fine. Probably should have kept the 2 radical beams, honestly. I don't know why he needed to attack so big here in this one. But he plays a Hody Jones. Interesting. That one dies, of course. But then I tapped out too. I think I made a mistake here. Because I let that one die. So definitely not the best of the plays here for me. But I will attack here with this one, and then he will have to use the leader there, and then let him go. Should be fine. He didn't tap my queen, so let's see what he does. I definitely just combo here. He attacks for a big number. I have enough here. Ooh, he plays that one, eh? Okay, well, at least that's a killer, and I'm able to attack here for a big number. So he has to give me the blocker, I assume. And then let's see if he gets greedy and maybe tries to go for a game. If I were him, I'd just play an 8-drop and win the game. But maybe he's greedy enough to just try to go for game here. I do have enough if he goes all in with the with any of them. Actually, I can just take the first damage. So I take the first one, and if he wants to go all in here, he's gonna find out. Honestly, it was too suspicious for me to leave this much energy up. He really just messed up here. Yeah, he had the 8-drop too. He had a blocker to play with the 8-drop. Definitely, this is my opponent to lose the game. Goes to show why I don't play to go just always for game. Just try to, if you have control of the game, just win the game. I'm gonna post this one because honestly, my opponent should have won, but you can really learn something from this mistake on my opponent's end. Being impatient is, especially with Bonnie, is just gonna lose you games. All right, and for the final thoughts on this deck, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 to 4-star leader of deck at the moment. I think the dominance of black at the moment will impede this deck from being super highly competitive. I think it's like the most difficult matchup that you're gonna find. Oh, besides Bonnie also is another deck that is gonna gatekeep him out of the format, because you don't really have a good answer for the 8-drop. Maybe you could add some other means to actually deal with that card, because it's actually very popular at the format. But yeah, it's still a really tough format for this leader. It was better when Sakatsuki was around, because they were only 4 life leaders, and then you can be really aggressive, and then you can get there pretty easily, of course. But with that being said, that's all I have for today. Thank you all for watching. Have a good